Hi, good morning. Welcome back to another little week in my life as an architecture student. This will potentially be the last one I'll ever film as an undergraduate student. Crazy to think about. Hi, my name is Juliet. If you're new here, I'm a fourth year architecture student at the University of Edinburgh, and we are past our final crit, our final review, which is like a final presentation you do as an architecture student. And that means that all that's left is submissions, finalizing my portfolio, finalizing my project, my proposal, and submitting. I just did a big deadline yesterday, so I stayed up quite late finishing that up just so that I wouldn't have to, it was due this morning, but I just wanted to go to sleep knowing it was all finished and uploaded, and honestly that felt great. Yeah, my room was in a bit of a state, I was in a bit of a state, so I'm having a bit of a late work day today. It's very exciting because that means one of my courses is finished for the semester. That was the final submission, that is done, and now I've got 2 more submissions left, 2 more courses. I mean, that was like a small one that I had to finish. My big one, my big architectural design course, that's still ahead of me. That is what I'll be working on for the next week and a bit, hopefully. I don't know how long it'll take me, but I wanted to bring you along for the journey. I don't know, I'm feeling a bit, I don't know how to verbalize my feelings, to be honest. I had my final tutorial ever just a few days ago, and honestly, I don't think it fully clicked in my mind that was the last time that was ever going to happen. Kind of crazy to think about. I don't know, I don't think I'm like fully there yet. I've not fully processed in my mind, like when I finish I'll just have another semester next year, you know, it'll just be the summer and then I'll come back. That's not really the case. Anyhow, I'm sure all these aspects will start to feel a bit more tangible in the coming days or in the coming week. Always definitely when I actually submit my final portfolio. But I'm just not there yet mentally. I don't know. I've still got a lot of work to do, so that's potentially why I'd argue like the bulk of my work is still in the work. Honestly, plan for today will be to go to studio just for a bit. I'm a bit too exhausted and like mentally fatigued to stay very long. Just stay for a bit, figure out what needs to get done in the coming days. I'm very excited. I'll be making a model. Again, probably my final model I'll be ever making. I've already been like working on it a little bit for the past few days, but I need to create the actual base, which I've not made it yet, but in my mind it'll be massive. So I need to figure out the best way to do that, the best way to present that. Like there's a lot that goes into a model before you actually make it. Think a few steps ahead before I actually do them. Don't know if that made any sense, but I just feel like there's a few things to think about, and hopefully I can maybe get started on the mold for the model. Some of it is already, as I said, in the works. Yeah, I think it'll be a really cool one, so I'm quite excited to do that. There's a lot of work to be done, but I honestly don't even know the full extent of it, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. Okay, I think that's enough rambling. It's time to get going. I'm gonna grab a little pastry on my way out. It's spring now, flowers are blooming. My walk to uni makes me so happy. Taking it all in for the final time. How many more times can I say that? Will be very nice. Very nice little walk to uni. Okay, time to stop rambling and get going. Some good news from this morning. I got an email that my 3D printed things have been complete, which is amazing because that's the final thing I needed for the model I'm currently making, the model I've been making for like the last week and a bit. Essentially 3D printers have been backlogged because of like deadlines and everyone 3D printing stuff. I very, very, very much need those things. I'm not sure if it's everything that's been printed. A few things definitely have, and that means that the rest of this stuff is hopefully coming soon as well. And I've got a laser cutting time slot today as well, because I've got some wood to laser cut again for my model. So it'll be a fun model making day. I'm excited to take you along for that. I think model making is always exciting to see, especially compared to like the rest of the work I do, which is literally just like on my laptop. I'm not gonna lie, what I do 80% of the time for my degree, unfortunately. So very excited to be model making. Anything that essentially gets me away from the screen is always a very nice excuse. This model, again, since it's my last one, will be quite a special one. So I'm taking my time making sure everything works well. So it'll definitely be a work in progress for the next few days. I'm a little anxious about, but we'll get it to work, I'm sure. And other than that, yeah, started my portfolio file yesterday and I'm just slowly making my way through it, realizing how much work I still have to do and redo and like touch up. It's just looking like empty pages right now because I have like the tiniest things to fix up. Yeah, I'm about to get kicked out of my studio space in the next few days as well, which I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I have a love-hate relationship with studio. I don't always work there, but it has been my predominant working space for the past semester. So not having it will definitely be like a reality check of like, okay, this is ending, this is nearing the end. I'm gonna have to find another study spot because I still have so much work to do. The model is definitely the priority, but then after that, I still have to fix up all of my drawings, print them out for my pin-up, which is like a presentation exhibition thing that we have to do as part of our final submission. Very excited for that, but I need my work finished for that to happen. Yeah, I'm just like flipping back and forth between model making, printing stuff out, and like drawing over it physically, so that I don't have to look at my screen, and then loads of digital work, so much digital work. And yeah, I think that will be my life for the next few days. I'm trying not to stress myself too much. Like, I'm definitely trying to take a chill, kind of enjoy the process as much as I can. I think it's just because I've not fully processed that it's the end. Right now I'm, I don't want to say I'm chilling, but I'm okay-ish. For some of the work I do, at least, I can always have things running in the background, whether that's just like a Spotify playlist or a Netflix show, especially second half of the semester. So when you have your design essentially finished, but you still have a lot of like representation to catch up. Yeah, you're not like using the thinking part of your brain. You just have to like do a lot of work of like drawings and line weights and all of that. I have gotten through a lot of shows over the last few weeks. My current one is Pretty Little Liars. I've not watched that since I was like 15, 16, I think. It was my favorite show growing up. It's honestly been so nice rewatching it. Maybe that's part of why I'm so calm now, because I'm enjoying rewatching like my childhood favorite show. It's just like a nice bit of nostalgia. Yeah, so that's a little tidbit of advice, I guess. Morning. I'm just quickly finishing getting ready so that I can head out and go make my model. There's a lot to do and I'm getting quite overwhelmed with how long it's taking. also like because it's now deadline time, everyone else is busy, like all the machines and all the equipment, like there's always such a long queue. There's such a long queue for printers. I need to print some stuff so that I know like how to lay everything out in my model. I tried doing that several times yesterday and I just got really overwhelmed because there were so many people in the printing rooms, and yeah, crowds just kind of stressed me out. So I gave up on that, and I'm hoping I'll be able to do that this morning, hoping it'll be a little bit more chill. Probably won't be, but I'll go in like wearing my headphones, just I'll wait my turn and hopefully I can get that done. Yeah, it's just a little bit disheartening, I think, because it takes so much longer than it needs to, and it's already like such a long process to make a model, and then like all the steps kind of around it are not easy because it takes so long to do each one of them. I don't know, it's just, I think I'm extra stressed because I know there's so many other factors involved in it other than just me making it. It will get done. I know it will. I would just rather get it done sooner rather than later so I can like get started on other things. It's a little disheartening to like look at my to-do list and see things not really progressing because I'm spending so long on just the model itself, when I have obviously so many other pages in my portfolio to fill. Don't get me wrong, I will milk this model for what it's worth. Like I will try to have at least a few pages for the model making process, and then the actual model photos, like it will be worth it, and it'll also be part of my final exhibition. So I am definitely putting more pressure on like those final exhibition pieces. It's just annoying how long it's taking. I'm really hoping to get like a good start on it today. Hopefully I'll be able to have it done by the end of this week, and that means I'll be done before like workshops close and I'll be fine on all fronts. In the meantime, I was going to show this yesterday, but then I forgot. I got some little packages for my actual model. Okay. Oh, what the hell is this? This is so tiny. Oh my god. I was not expecting it to be like this tiny little envelope thing in here. I ordered 1 to 300 people figures, and like obviously I knew that they were tiny. Now that they're here, they're so cute. I'm gonna cry. I love little scale figures in the tiny scales, but the smallest I've ever seen was 1 to 100. They're so cute. Oh my god, I need to take one out. I have to put them like in my wallet or something. Oh my goodness. I dropped it. No. I'm never getting that back. So cute. Well, that will be my favorite finishing touch, I think, is actually placing these little guys on my final model. I think that will be so freaking cute. I do need to hurry because I've got quite a lot to do, and I mean, workshops do close decently early. I mean, like normal 9 to 5, I guess, but early for me because I tend to work late. Morning. Feels like a while since I last filmed an update. It's been 2 very intense days of model making and so many little annoyances popped up throughout this process. It's actually been such a pain just because it's like the end of the semester and materials are running low and they're closing up the workshop soon. Essentially, like anytime I needed some material, they were like either out or low. Thankfully, I found ways around it. Like the technicians are amazing and they always they're able to get some like scrap bits of wood that I was able to use. I had to go all the way to the College of Art campus, which is like not super far, but like kind of far if you're having to carry a bunch of plaster. I had to bring like 10 kilograms of plaster essentially from the College of Art campus to the architecture campus because we were out and I needed plaster very, very desperately for my model. I literally had to Uber back with all of it because I knew I just couldn't carry it all on my own, and also I was under extreme time pressure. Yeah, it's just been kind of a stressful process, honestly. Like going into it, I don't think I fully anticipated just how stressful it would be. In my mind, I'd be like done with it in a day, and it's been 2 days and I've barely done the base and I still have to like do everything else. It's been stressful, it's been overwhelming, and we're slowly being kicked out of studio. I don't think I fully processed it, but yesterday was such a melancholic end of the day because I essentially had to move out of my studio space, so that's probably potentially the last clips you'll ever see of me working in my lovely studio space, my favorite studio space I've had the last 4 years, and I had to move out of it. I had to take down all my things. I have been slowly taking stuff away for the past week and a bit, but yesterday I had to like essentially move all of my stuff. I've got very mixed feelings. I don't think it's fully hitting me yet, like what has actually happened, because I'm so stressed with how much work I have to do. I think I keep going back and forth between like extreme stress and like being quite chill about it. Like yesterday, I'd say I was definitely stressed during the actual model making bit, like especially after I cast. I was so stressed. It would go wrong, it would spill. I mean, I guess we'll see today how it's set and if it's actually set the way it's supposed to, because it's quite an intricate model, but fingers crossed it's all okay. It seemed decently okay when I was leaving it last night. So when I finished the model, I actually felt quite calm and relieved, but then this morning I had another day of like complete stress and overwhelm and panic about the work I still have to do. I've been feeling a lack of control with a lot of things. I think I'm second guessing and questioning everything I've done so far, and I know like the solution is literally to just continue doing the work, trying to get as much done to as high of a quality as I can. I think when I'm actively like working, because I know I'm doing something productive or like semi-productive, you know, like I'm doing my best getting the work done, I don't feel the stress or the pressure as much because I know I'm doing all that I can be doing in the moment to like progress my work. But maybe because I like, you know, had a solid night's worth of sleep and, you know, had a semi-chill evening last night, the guilt kind of sinks in of like, oh my god, I should have been working late into the night, I've got so much to do. But I'm about to head out and again continue working. I think once this model's out of the way, because like there's so many unforeseen circumstances that can kind of mess up the model, that's like a big part of why I've been stressed when I'm just doing most of the work off my laptop. Even though like printing is a whole other stress of its own, I have more control over it. So I'm really hoping if I finish the model today/tomorrow with everything, the plinth, the setup, everything, I'm hoping some of the pressure will kind of ease off and I'll be able to refocus and recalibrate. Yeah, I'm in a weird state where I'm literally questioning everything, wanting to change everything, and I think I just need to kind of calm down and realize it's okay. It's been okay for the past few weeks. You can't just change everything now. That's kind of the weird headspace I got into this morning, like wanting to essentially redo everything and panicking because then obviously like, all my models are aligned to like, I don't know, I just need to take a chill pill, I think.